This story is brought to you by the Great Northern Theater Company. The Great Northern Theater Company proudly presents 42nd Street. Come hear the lullaby of Broadway on 42nd Street. For more information about shows and times, visit the Great Northern Theater Company's website at www.gnTC1.com. Again, that's www.gnTC1.com. Enjoy the show.
Great Northern Theater Company this year has decided to honor two people who have really been key in getting our theater company started, and they've also been key in just touching a lot of our lives with their contributions to music, to the St. Boniface, which was the original high school, and then Rocori. Bob and Shirley Harris. Shirley is still alive and still comes to every Great Northern play every year. Last year her son Scott had the lead, and I think that was an important event for her. I personally had Bob and Shirley. I had Bob starting in 5th grade already when I had him in band, and then in band and color guard. Bob was the band director, and in the summer for band, Shirley was the one who taught the color guard and taught the majorettes. She did, in the summer, she also had programs where she taught tap and dance, and she really did a lot for the schools. And so I had both of them throughout my years for band and color guard, and then my senior musical. Bob and Shirley did musicals from 1962 through 1968 for St. Boniface, and then in 1969 My Fair Lady was the first Rocori musical, and they continued through 1993, which was the year that was the last musical that they did. So they did many, actually they did 18 different plays and repeated some of them. So the most popular ones were Annie Get Your Gun, The Music Man, South Pacific, Fiddler on the Roof, The Sound of Music. So all of the classics that were done here. They had, as I said, they had a key part in getting Great Northern started. They were key in we organized a show to dedicate the Glanville Smith Auditorium. They were involved in getting that started, and then Shirley was on the first Great Northern Theater Company board, and Bob helped behind the scenes in the first couple of plays that Great Northern did.
I think I was also asked to come and talk a little bit. I worked with Shirley and Bob also. Their time with Rocori really spanned over many years, and so they really touched the lives of a lot of people. I knew Shirley from when I was in 1st grade on. Vicki kind of started to talk a little bit about the dance program that she provided to the community ed for the community. So on top of the music that she taught, she also taught ballet and tap and baton and tumbling to many young girls and boys throughout the community, in addition to her work that she did teaching through the district. I got to know Mr. Harris when I started band, same thing. Got into band in 5th grade, knew Mr. Harris through those different pieces, and then worked through high school through marching band. So I think both of them had a huge legacy to the community as it related to music. But for Great Northern Theater Company, it's really specific to the plays that we look at, because our mission is to really bring the community arts to folks so that they don't forget the importance of that. And so since 1991 we've been doing plays, and it's neat to know that Shirley and Bob had a really intricate role in making that happen. And I do think it's also important to note that a lot of the people who do our plays through Great Northern got what they believe to be their start under Bob and Shirley when they were in high school, in terms of learning about the arts and learning about what it meant to put on a quality production. And I think that Great Northern has been lucky to have the benefit of all of those people over the years who have gotten to learn from their direction. When Vicki and I had the opportunity to go over and visit with Shirley to talk a little bit about this presentation and wanting to honor her and Bob for the work they did in the community, of course Shirley was very humbled actually they have a hard time. Both Bob and Shirley had a hard time when they thought about being recognized for things, because they just did what was passionate and meant a lot to them in their life. But for everyone else, it was much more than that. It was really about changing their lives. And so when we went over to talk to Shirley, she was a little apprehensive at the thought of being honored for something that she did. But it was just one of the most amazing hours of my life to get to sit and go through. She has kept every one of the programs from all of the summer musicals that she did, and it was really neat to get to page through them and read the comments from all the kids over all the years. And it was really the same theme over and over again. You changed my life. I never knew that I could do these things. I didn't know I could sing. I didn't know I could act, and you pulled that out of me. You made that happen. And I think that's where sometimes the humbleness in both of them, I think, was understated. They really should have been far more proud at what they did, because folks got involved in singing and acting when they didn't know that they could. The senior musical at that time for Rocori, at least for my year, and probably for you as well, Vicki, as a senior here at Rocori High School, it wasn't just something that the kids in the arts did. It was something everybody did. And for the one time in a school year, you had football players and track players and singers and speech people and even folks who didn't know anything about arts doing something. They found a place for everyone. If it wasn't building the sets or doing makeup and hair, it was moving sets or helping to learn about directing a show. So they found a way to get everyone who wanted to be involved. And I would say in a lot of years it was 90 to 95% of the student body of the senior class that got involved in that. And you don't see that as much anymore, and I really think that we can directly attribute that to what Bob and Shirley gave to our community. So for us, this is just a fabulous opportunity to say thank you, especially to have Shirley still here with us, to be able to thank her for what she's done and thank her for the commitment that she makes to Great Northern still today by coming every year, and really remind the community of what it takes to keep appreciating the arts. And so we're going to be honoring Shirley, I believe, on August 8th. Saturday, August 8th at the current Great Northern Theater Company show, which is 42nd Street. And so if you want to get tickets, there's a lot of different ways to do that. You can call 320-241 4682, which is GNTC, or you can go to our website, which is www.gnTC1.com, and order tickets. So if you're interested in coming to actually see the show that Shirley's at, that's on August 6th. Otherwise, August 8th, I'm sorry. Otherwise, come August 6th, 7th, or 8th, or 12th, 13th, and 14th, and see the fabulous show 42nd Street.